I'd like to talk about specific class. I'd love to talk about all aspects of it. This looks a lot like a classic. We'll talk about that. Then maybe Grapple voice. Or Cliffjumper. Which do you think would be the most interesting for you to talk about?
We can talk about Cliffjumper.
Okay.
Grapple, Cliffjumper.
Okay, Starscream. So, thematically, Earthrise, like what it's about, give us your view. I'll say, hey, I noticed Starscream your screen, what's the class point, about that. We'll say, hey, what else would you like to point out? And you can just get into whatever you want to talk about
Easy guys. You got it, yeah. So you're looking at like a 3-4 minute video?
4 or 5, we'll see how it goes. But we'll just do a recording because we'll just do a podcast.
Yeah.
So stand closer.
Yeah.
Come over here.
You got it.
Okay. So, and I should introduce you as John Morgan, design manager. Right?
Senior design manager.
Senior design manager. Hey there, it's Megathronus from Seibertron.com Twincast podcast here with John Morgan, Senior Design Manager at Hasbro for the Transformers brand, and we're going to talk about the new line, the second installment of War for Cybertron's trilogy, Earthrise. So, John, can you give us a thematic overview of what Earthrise is about and why we should be excited about it?
Well, Earthrise is really the second chapter of the War for Cybertron trilogy. Fans know that Siege documents the events of the Civil War. Earthrise really is the journey of the Autobots and Decepticons through space, chasing after the Allspark, and ultimately crash landing on Earth in the ancient times of the dinosaurs, awakening in the modern age of 1984, rescanning Earth vehicles to become robots in disguise. Here in front of us we have the Earthrise diorama. This is a diorama depicting that awakening scene where the Autobots and Decepticons have scanned Earth vehicles and they're fighting against each other for energon and global conquest, if you will. And I think it's exciting to be able to bring to life these new Earth modes in some of these characters.
That's awesome. So let's actually talk about some of these Earth modes, because I'm seeing characters familiar, some new, or some obscure. So why don't we start with super familiar one, Starscream. I was looking at him, he looks fantastic, and I noticed that he strongly resembles the Classics Deluxe Secret Mold, and I was curious if there was a connection between that older, much-loved toy and this one.
Well, there absolutely is. I worked closely with Shogo Hisui and Takara Tomy on this one, who was the original designer of the Classics version. As you well know, that Classics version is really it's a well-loved version. It's a really, truly great transformation. It's a great homage to the original G1 animated model sheet. In some ways, the robot mode is, in my opinion, in a lot of ways superior to the Masterpiece version in terms of cartoon accuracy. So when we started to work on this character, we knew that we wanted the character to be physically bigger, Voyager scale, to be in line with the rest of the scale characters, as well as the Tetrajet versions we did for Siege. But when we thought about the gold standard, we immediately thought of that Classics version. So we started with a lot of elements in terms of just how the conversion works, but we made some improvements. You know, the ankles have pivots in them. The wings, there's more stability in the wings. They don't detach quite as easily. And the larger scale gave us the ability to kind of go in a little more incredible detail. And I think we're really happy with the result. It's physically heavy too to pick it up, which is great.
That's always great to have the heft in your hands. A lot of those Siege Warriors have that quality to them. Does he come with a couple of these plastic effects?
No, he does not, but he is compatible. There's the 3mm ports and ends of the null rays, and you're able to place blast effects on it.
Great, so I'll be picking up a couple extra fire drives if I can find them.
There you go.
So let's talk about Grapple here, because we haven't seen Grapple since, I believe, Reveal the Shield. He was a Voyager as well.
Which is a great toy.
He is a fantastic toy.
Awesome toy.
And I'd love to hear a little bit more about what makes this one special.
Well, we took a long look at the Masterpiece version of this one, which was great. It had lots of cool features, and the scale, obviously, is Voyager. This character and Inferno are physically bigger in the show, and they're also bigger vehicles, a crane kind of character. So when we looked at him, we wanted to try to infuse a lot of the classic elements. The designers at Takara and Hasbro worked to make the transformation really very, very similar to the 80s toys. They look like where the arms go, the legs go. It converts in a very similar way. You'll see that the crane itself, the design of the crane is very much an 80s crane. It's not like a modernized crane. But then built throughout this character, there's lots of wonderful Easter eggs. You've got his hands are actually, both of his hands, left and right, are able to flip inside out like the siege encounter, and you can place the hand and arm onto the wrist instead of hand. He comes with a laser cannon that is compatible again with the 3mm blast effects. The crane itself is telescoped, so you can slide the crane in and out. And you can, it can either have a hook on the end of it, or you can sort of transform out the hook and put a claw. The claw on it actually has an adapter that allows you to pick up the new airlock system elements that are kind of like our new system approach in Earthrise that allow you to build, micro cities or battle stations, if you will.
That's great. So it sounds like there's a lot of ability within the line and the toys, or the individual characters, I should say. So that's Grapple, and he really looks fun. I'm excited about him.
Yeah, he's very orange.
He's extremely bright orange.
The original version was orange as well. So you got it. If you're gonna do Grapple, you got to make him orange.
Well, at least it's accurate. So tell us about Cliffjumper, because he's a cool guy. He looks refractor sized, but he has a big cannon over there, and I'm curious what you want to point out about him, because he just looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's great. He's a very dense little transformer, and I mean that in the best way. And the vehicle mode is really compact, and there's a lot of steps in it that are actually reminiscent of a masterpiece character. You have a lot of folding and hinging and collapsing elements. Again, the legendary designer Shogo Hisui also worked on this character as well. One of the most important things about Cliffjumper when we started the design process was we wanted to make him a Cliffjumper character, not a redeco of Bumblebee. So we wanted to make sure his vehicle had kind of the same